Yeah, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Unleash Your Success with your boy Grubs. Not me, who else? Um, Today is okay day. I can't complain. The topics is definitely a little different today. Um, Coming from the city of Philly and I'm watching all this, rioting, all this other stuff. Um, Throughout the times when things happen in the city of Philadelphia and many other places. I don't understand why the first objective is to go tear up the wrong place. I mean, if you a street nigga and you got a problem with a motherfucker, you're not gonna go tear up another neighborhood. You gonna go tear up where he at. Now, being in the streets for so long, you kind of wonder, how pussy niggas be. It's a white boy, so most likely he probably live up there off of, Franklin Mills or Montgomeryville. So no, y'all, they not gonna go up there to his neighborhood though. His house, his car, his kids are safe, his family is safe. You gonna tear up the neighborhood that you live in. So when y'all sit back and wonder why they keep sneaking these little taxes and raising this and raising that, dickhead, it's for the damages that y'all doing. And as far as the stores that y'all damaging, you kind of doing them a favor because they have something called insurance, you fucking idiots. So the insurance is cashing them out for that. And then the cops is watching the videos coming back, locking y'all up for looting. So who wins? Just a little food for thought. That was really been puzzling me because I've been watching the videos all day. I mean, I seen a video a few weeks ago with the actual incident that everybody's upset about. I mean, I don't agree with it either. I mean, my understanding is, like I say, my outtake on police shootings don't never add up because I still want to know what happened to the boys that did main man dirty from his mom house in Memphis. I heard a lot about it throughout the time. Did they get convicted? Did they go to jail? What time they get? See, it's like when it's something dealing with police, they handle it very, very quietly. They keep as less out the media as they can, and they never come back and tell the next side of it. Um, Being from there, it's like growing up in the city of Philadelphia. I mean, a lot of that wasn't going on back then. I mean, I can't say people hadn't been killed by the police in the past. It just wasn't as big as now. I mean, my era, we ain't loot shit. Um, my thing is, shit, nigga, everybody I know, majority of niggas I know in the city got money, so all they going out stealing shit. I don't know nothing about that. They might have been a motherfucker that was buying it, but they all that personally stealing shit. I don't. They're smoking shit. So y'all down there think y'all doing something right for that man. Y'all niggas down there doing smoking shit. But my next topic, I've been doing a lot of homework. I mean, if anybody who actually watches and listens to my videos, I mean, I have ownership to a few podcasts. I own this one, Unleashing Success. I got another one called Chronic Cinema, where me and my homeboy sit there and talk about old movies and, you know, good bud, things like that. Then we got another one called Nobody's Listening, which is like the current events. It's like I always love the Bill Myers show. That's like hands down one of my favorite shows. So I wanted something like it where it's not a closed topic. You could talk about whatever you want. You could talk about what's going on in business, sports, news, entertainment. It's not really a umbrella on it. It's anything you want to talk about, you can talk about there. Um, what I say is, like I said in the past, My first original podcast was supposed to come out back in '05. So a lot of times I don't carry that tag like, oh, I was at the beginning of the game. No, I could have been, but I never made it. So for that reason, it's like, you know, I can't really say too much about it, but I can say I was there. Um, Now to me, even though I'm in it, it's like the pod game is getting disgusting. It's like they are just coming out, no creativity, just a name. I mean, to be honest, I'll be surprised how they get the money behind them because they getting them stars to come up there and sit and talk. So they doing something right. But there's no substance in what they're doing. And the reason why I believe that it's substance in what I do is because I've been on YouTube ooh, long time, almost 20 years. So I have the knowledge, I have the expertise, I know titling, descriptions, keywords, so on and so forth. I know all the tricks of the trade. But I didn't want to make a podcast talking about anything. In the past, before you had the Boscos and all them other ones, I was gonna do the street shit because I knew a lot about it and I was in it every day. But that's the reason why I didn't want to do it because I was still active at the time. So if I would have said something wrong, got picked up, who could I blame? I put it on the internet for the cops to see it. And I wasn't that hopped up for success because I already had success. So it wasn't really about, I guess I wasn't hungry enough to send myself to jail to get ahead. So I took a different route and I decided to build websites and, make YouTube videos on the side. But that right there was me respecting the game. Now I'm about 30 some episodes in. Um, View count pretty good, almost up to 100K views. I'm feeling good at what I'm doing, and I feel like I belong in this space. I feel like I watch a lot of people who don't belong in this space. The reason why I say belong and don't belong is even though I'm a hustler at heart, I'm a businessman, but a journalistic spirit is something I always had. I always been very inquisitive. I like doing my homework. I like finding the hard questions. I ain't scared of nobody, so I damn sure want to ask whatever I want to ask. I mean, sometimes people want to ask what the world want to know. I want to know what I want to know. Just sometimes what I want to know is the same thing the world want to know, so I'm gonna ask it. Um, if you ever got to sign anything not to be asked nothing, then I don't want to do the show. I'm not saying necessarily I'm gonna drag you, but don't limit what I do because I don't limit what you do. I can't come in the studio and say, yo, this song can't be more than 3 minutes. Yo, this movie you doing can't be more than an hour and a half long. I can't limit none of that. So you can't limit my grind either. But if we got a healthy relationship, no, I'm not gonna sit out here and have you looking bad out here. See what I'm saying? And that's where people don't understand. It's not about just a show. Like you come on any platform that I got, yeah, you come into a podcast, but you also building a friendship because anything you do after that, I'm going to support it, whether you pay me or not, whether your studio was paying me because that's my friend. I built a friendship. See, I want to bring real back into entertainment. Everybody fake smoking mirrors, fake jewelry, fake boobs, fake lips, face no like nah, man. I want to bring the authenticity back because I feel that the authenticity was missing and everything been so carbon copied and faked out so long that people think that's the standard now. Um, for years, I never believed in jewelry because nigga, I ain't spending 15, $20,000 on the jewelry. That's what I want my jewelry to look like. I ain't going to the beauty supply store buying that shit. I'll wait till I get enough money for me to be able to afford that real shit. My shit sparkle, dance in the dark. Like that's just the way that I am. And that's how a lot of my outfits show. Um, with me, like I said, I wear so many hats, so it's like you can't really determine how you are. And I get behind the scenes critiquing of how I present myself on the podcast, and I tell them all the time, everybody's used to the old me, the jokester, the shit talker, all that shit. But at the end of the day, I'm in a space right now where I'm trying to get people to invest into what I'm doing. So when you doing stuff like that, you have to learn how to represent yourself. You can't be running around, nigga, fuck this, pussy, nigga, fuck out of it. Nah, you can do that when the camera's off. But when the camera is on, you need to present yourself because cats forget that the money that you make comes from advertisements. You have to be likable. I mean, I ain't no Morris Chestnut, but at the end of the day, you don't want to run around and what comes out your mouth make you ugly and unmarketable just because of what's coming out your mouth. And I can name a list of people that went down that path. They had an ugly mindset and they spoke it, and their careers didn't go nowhere. As far as with me too, it's like I'm a I'm a total package at whatever I do. So it's like when they come invest in anything that my face tied to, oh, it's gonna be a couple of hours from the rip because for me being in the game so long, I know how to present and package something. So, like for instance, people out here make podcasts every day. Don't even have a website. Um, don't even have proper equipment. They just winging it because that's what everybody else is doing. See, with me, if I got that call today or tomorrow, okay, what you think your situation can bring to the table? Everything. Oh, where you host your how you host your podcast? Oh, I host it myself. How you do that? Oh, okay. I ain't want to pay nobody for hosting this, so I just built my own hosting site. Okay. Well, damn man, your social media seem to stay updated. You know, videos 3, 4 times a day, sometimes more than that. You know, who runs your social media? Me. Oh, how you find time to do that? Oh, all right, I built the site to do that. See, that's where I tell people all the time. People tell me like, bro, you should be way, way somewhere else. Nowhere near us. Like, nigga, you should be like filthy, filthy rich. But the thing, like, they gotta understand, I don't bend and my knees bad. So for that reason, for me to make it standing up straight is gonna be hard. And then two, when you're a person that can cut out so many middlemen, it kind of make it hard to fuck with you because now they like, well, what the fuck can we offer him? And people don't realize when you make yourself that solid coming out the gate, that's when you got a big company wondering, what can I offer him? That's when the numbers get ridiculous because I know my potential. I know what I can do. So, I know what I'm capable of doing. I know how to do it. Like even with the podcast, is anybody who'll notice, you'll start to see coming soon, you're gonna see advertisements. Now, at the end of the day, people forget I'm an entrepreneur. So I own quite a few small businesses. I got enough businesses to keep advertisements all through videos, just with my own stuff, not even an outside source. So those are the opportunities I'm about to start taking. So that way I can use my platform to build my businesses. My partner can do the same, build his businesses through the platform. That's how it works because that's how people come around and give us that big bag. Plus, I already got everything structured out where we're not just trying to be a podcast. We're trying to grow into a media company. We're trying to be like a LOL network or a Comedy Central. Like we're trying to go to that plateau. I already got it here. And this is only after like 3, 4 episodes I seen. I said, bro, we can do something because we can make ourselves them cats where how they got $1 million worth of game, drink champs, so on and so forth. You notice everybody comes back and does their podcasts is when they got a CD coming out, CD coming out, movie dropping, they on tour, so on and so forth. So what I told my partner, I said, we gonna make Chronic Cinema the place where the studios is calling us to send them to do a show on our joint to help promote their movie. And he was like, all right, I see where you going with it. I said, because what that do is that put us in stone now. So now when we come through, whenever a movie star come out, you acting, Tyrese dropping a movie, he come holler at us. We sit down, talk, bust it up, just like we put ourselves in position, just like the rest of the guys. See, the only problem is where do we land? Because I know it's only so much you can do independent and you have to eventually transition onto a platform. But it's like, where do you go in a situation like that? I mean, now it's so many different outlets. You can go to XM Radio. You can go to Rock the Bells is picking up people who's also through XM Radio. You can go to Revo. You can go to, of course, the regular place, Spotify, all that good stuff. But you got so many places you can let your podcast live. And the reason why I chose to let mine live at his own house was for 2 reasons. If I would have launched my podcast on a major platform, I would have been just a bottom feeder because nobody knew who I was. So by me doing it my way and keeping it on my platform where I could do what I want to do and how I want to do with it, hopefully, like as of now, between our social medias, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, we already got over 100K views, 3,000 likes. So that means for a fact, there's 100,000 people out there that know we exist right now. There's 3,000 people out there that like us right now. Our pages, subscribers, friends, so on and so forth, they're all gaining. So people are liking what we're doing and people like us. So eventually it'll grow. But the only way it's going to grow is in consistency. If they keep seeing us making and creating, they going to eventually, hey man, they for real, they the real deal. Now, being those that we playing with personal pockets here, we can't afford to get a real actor up here right now. But time will come where we will, because that's where I come in. I don't mind. I find a break. Definitely if it's something to advance what I'm doing. I really believe in everything I do. And if y'all seen anything I ever started or ran, I put my heart in everything. My heart and my money. So this is something that y'all gonna really see. And like they say, you manifest things. Sure. And even I'll tell y'all the cons of it too right away that I see in podcasting, because eventually you have to spend your time in those places. I mean, no disrespect, Hollywood a little bit different. I mean, I ain't worried about much. Nobody gonna make me do no weird shit. I don't got me fucked up. But if we in that genre or that space, we have to be in that space. So if they have certain award shows, yeah, we have to go. Um, if it's something going on big over there for a little while, we have to go. So now we kind of have to adapt from our living to Cali living. I mean, luckily, I'm glad that we both up in age, so all that temptation and trying to experiment, nah, nigga, we grown. We well grown. Anybody experiment with shit. Science experiment with my kids, but so that mindset is rock solid now. So I know it's something I'll be able to do, and then keep in mind that it's for a job. So what can I say? But I mean, this is something that I'm really going to do a lot with, and I really hope and make it to that plateau. And I'm not gonna stop pushing it till it do. And I mean, a lot of times, like I tell people, I was able to shake hands, brush shoulders, and meet a lot of good people in my life, So it'd be cool if one of them niggas be like, oh, I remember I met Paul. Yeah, I told you I was gonna get. I told you I'll be on there. I'm my nigga Martin said. I told you you'll see my face on the Tizoo one day somehow. We just gonna hope it won America's Most Wanted. But I told you you'll see it in a good way. I mean, I tell people, man, like to me, this is one of them videos where y'all can call my bluff. I mean, for me, shit, nigga, I'm $1 million philanthropist. What that mean is, nigga, I'm giving away. I'm playing philanthropist at 1 million. It ain't gotta wait till I get to 100, 200. I'm doing good from the door. And see, that's why I tell people I'm like one big revenue share because if I can make money off of you, I'm gonna pay you. That's why I don't even like the terms of making money off of you. We can make money together. I need your product to put on my shelves to sell. So why wouldn't I pay you correctly? Because if I didn't have your product on my shelf, ain't nobody coming here to buy nothing. That's the reason why I say I like to stay to myself till I figure out more of the logistics. Because everything with the logistics sounds like a taking and an original creator is losing. So till I figure out that balance, or until I build my situation big enough to know where we don't lose nothing, no creative rights, we just gonna go in a partnership where we eat together, that we gonna do this independent. So I mean, but that's my take on podcasting. I mean, like even where I talk about it, you see how I have everything figured out. So no, this ain't just me and my boy sitting in the crib talking about dumb shit. Even though that could be a podcast too. Don't let me knock nobody, because some niggas dumb shit do be funny. But at the end of the day, as far as having a plan, having a structure, getting everything set up properly, paperwork, all that shit, that's where everything comes in. Because when the big boys come, pause, and they want to, negotiate it, the more that you got yourself stable, the more money they're going to pay you. Because now they know that you're not stupid, for one. So they're going to have to pay you fair. Number two, we can't offer you all this stuff because you already have it. Because the first thing they're going to come at you with is, um, they're going to give you a number. They're going to give you a number, probably six. So at least 6, 7 figures. Early in the game, six, maybe seven, depending on how they feel about the potential of what you're doing. And then after that, they're gonna tell you how they could bring in a professional editor to do your videos, and we got this person stylist. Like, nah. Did pretty good at trusting myself. Don't need your stylist. And as far as the editors, everybody has a different editor eye. Now I might not like your editor's eye. Might like my own editor. So it's like a lot of the things that they offer you to give you bad money, I wanted to get in play already. And then two, I tell people, man, I don't like to use the term because it sounds ignorant, but like a whitewash or something like that. You believe that if you go sit down with a big box company and you tell them no, and your main source is a podcast hosting site that they probably own or got ties in, now they can sandbag your shit and your viewers go down, which is fucking up your brand and your business. If I own my own shit, can't nobody do that. Social media marketers are very key in this game right now. They're very, very clutch. Like hats off to your social media people, social media managers, marketers, all that good stuff, because their job got a lot harder over the last few years, the more saturated it got. So a lot of them had to work hard. But once again, I don't need a social media manager. I have my own. So it's like all the valuable, things they can offer me that they would consider as value, they can't offer. So now you have to come with better solutions. And in the stages where it's said, I already know what I would accept from a company as far as in a deal because I know where I need the help at. So with them, they don't know how your mind is. So first they're gonna go up on the money. You got, 3 out of 5 things we're trying to offer you to make the deal sound sweeter to give you the low ball. So all we could do is give you more money. But at me, I would say more money, less royalties, and more time. Because if I can get more money up front, give them less royalties, mean I keep more control. So yeah, I could be stuck paying them for the rest of my life for making it. But if I giving them a 1.2% royalty, I'm not gonna really miss 1.2%. And the way I would structure a deal, this is just me personally. I'm not a business advisor or none of this stuff. I would give a 4% royalty while in contract and a 1.5% exit. So they'll get the bigger number while y'all working together. Why? Because they're investing into you, you're investing into it, y'all making money together. Now, once we part ways, that mean I'm a big conglomerate now, and I got corporation and teams and departments. Now it's like, okay, I'm autopilot. I don't need you guys. So either I can have a choice to sit here and just be loyal and let y'all bleed an extra 3% out of me, or I could just go ahead and take my exit right, and then y'all just collect that 1 point something% royalty for the rest of your life for me, which I'm okay with a deal like that because the type person I am, this is why I always wanted to go on Shark Tank because I would blow their minds on Shark Tank. With me, it's about the loyalty. Like I don't give a fuck how much money y'all cats got sitting up there. I don't give a fuck. I can still see through y'all. I ain't never in my life seen money make you not be able to be read. So on the Shark Tank vibe, yeah, I know who I would deal with. You can look in their eyes and see. I mean, some of them look cool. Some of them motherfuckers up there snakes. I can see it. But with Shark Tank, I would tell them it's not uh okay, we gonna do yada yada, and then when I recruit this, we're done. No, with me, bro, this shit like a gang, baby. This life. If you give me that opportunity, that means you believed in me. That means you earned my loyalty. You earned a nice piece of trust with me. So we in business until we ain't in business. That's the way that I feel. Cause like I tell people all the time, ideas are hard to get off the ground. So if you find somebody who believe in your shit, that means one, you got a good idea. Two, they believe in you. Cause they could just say fuck out of here. I can go just take it and make it myself. Remember that. But they don't. They invest their money, their time, and resources into you because they believe into the person. That's why when I look at Shark Tank, I do see them make that connection with the person. They like the idea, but they don't just jump out. That's why they writing the books because they taking a notes to see, okay, bang, we're gonna see if we like the business, then we're gonna see if we like the person. That's why they tell you to explain the business, logistics, and then they ask you about your backstory. See, I mean, it's kind of like a 1-2 punch, but it works because it gives America or the people watching it the idea to know how to break down the logistics of a business before they go up there. And then two, it gives the people the idea of how to make your backstory the most creative because they go up there crying. They ain't crying for none of y'all. But I don't know what that crying should be about. But I ain't gonna lie to you, that waterworks get them that bread though. I ain't never seen nobody turn the waterworks on and they leave with a deal, except for maybe one. But that's just knowing how it is. And then I know a few cats went up there that wasn't even looking for money, just was trying to get free promote. So y'all gonna see, just keep watching, man, and take that little info I gave so far, mash it up and marinate it. And I'll always be back with the next one. We'll see what goes next time. But as always, like, share, subscribe. Another episode of Alicia's Success with your boy Gruz is not me, who else? And I'll see y'all next time, ladies and gentlemen.